anyways, what I was talking about. The sandbox. The sandbox. This is what I worry about. Like the day after, the day after it rained, right? My daughter comes home with mud in her hair because they let them play out in their underwear in the sandbox. They let them take all their clothes and then they play in their underwear in the sandbox, and that's part of their curriculum at the preschool, which is whatever. But so that's what made me start wanting to know about is it safe to do that, and how come the teachers are not really even taking any kind of precautions for their safety. It's like everybody's walking around acting like it doesn't even exist. Tomorrow I'm going to the sports festival, and we're doing a mommy or a parent and child dance, and they have these little pom-poms, and then in the middle of the dance they have to lay down in the sand and arch their back like they're a whale, and then they have to spread their legs open and touch their forehead to the ground to show how flexible they are. And then the parents pick up their feet, and the kids are doing a handstand while holding their pom-poms. And then they stand up, and then they shake their pom-poms. Now, if there's dangerous radiation in the sand, particles or whatever, and then my daughter shaking her pom-poms around with that dust just flying around right at her face level, then I guess that's kind of risky. Another thing, my other daughter, my 6th grader, fell down while they were in PE running outside, and she scraped herself, and she asked to go to the nurse's office, and the teacher said no, because no big deal, she's a 6th grader now, she should tough it up, or I guess suck it up, or whatever you want to say. But to me, okay, there's a cut and an open wound and dust flying around, and who knows? We don't know. I mean, every day there's new stuff. Just today they were talking about the tea again, which is further than where I live. The tea has cesium on it, and they have, they can't sell it, and they've recalled tea and tea leaves and stuff like that, and the farmers are totally, put out. But why do the teachers and people just act like it's not affecting the kids, or I don't know. So then the other thing is, of course, the school lunches. My friend and I went to the city office, and we want to know where their vegetables and fish and stuff is coming from, and they gave us a list that we couldn't print out, but we could write it out, and yeah, some of it's coming from Ibaragi or Chiba, which is already, there's already stuff that's over the safety limit. And that's another thing. The safety limit is no longer the safety limit. For vegetables, used to be 100 becquerels per kilogram, or I don't know what, but it was 100 becquerels before. Now it's 2,000 becquerels is the safety limit. The parsley that they have planned for the school lunches for the month of June comes from Ibaragi. Okay, so there's a website that you can look at that tells you what the different vegetables that were tested, how much iodine or cesium, 2 kinds of cesium that were found in the vegetable, what the test results are. So, so I go in and I look under the parsley, we checked out all the vegetables actually from the places that look kind of, like maybe they might be high. So then the parsley, the amount of cesium in the parsley that they found was over 1,000 becquerels, which, by the government standards, 2,000 becquerels is safe. And so that's possibly what's going into the school lunch. I don't know, because like the farm next door had like a really low level. So, I don't know if they're next door, but in the same area anyway. They have different readings in the same area. But the school district, or the Department of Education and Health, can't tell us which place or where the vegetables are coming from, so that we can know that our children's school lunches are safe. So we asked if we could take a school lunch. Well, it depends on the school. My friend's school said, no way, you can't bring a lunch, because then that's weird. For one kid to have a lunch and the rest of them not to have a lunch. So they shouldn't do that. And then my children's school said, yeah, but I have to cancel school lunch for the whole year, which is okay, fine. That's fine with me. But then again, I don't know if even what I'm buying is safe, because what they have in the stores is what's been okayed by the government. So you're probably wondering why I'm not even still here. My husband's Japanese, and he wants to stay here, and well, tonight he told me that if I wanted to go, that I could go, but he was going to stay here. I don't know. Anyway, I really wanted to find out about the sandboxing, because I'm having a parent-teachers meeting, and I wanted to bring it up to the teacher, but I don't want to sound like a fool, because I don't know what I'm talking about, or I don't want to be the fear-monger or whatever. But I'm the only one at the school talking about it, I guess. I try to talk to the other parents, and they listen to me and stuff, but nobody's active in finding out about it or going to the city office or whatever. Except for, I have one friend that is. Anyways, this is a really long video, and half of it you were just looking at the Japanese news, which, yeah, I hardly understand. Well, I understand, but not really. Just like everything else that I don't really perfectly understand. But I really wanted to just say thank you for responding so quickly, and for, I can see that my calculations is probably not accurate, and I won't be able to know. What I'm going to try to do is, like what you said, is find someone that has a, something. What's it called? But anyway, the thing that tests to find out what kind of chemical it is. And you were wondering about the background. My friend did test the background, and he sent me a picture of it, and that background counts per minute were 48, where the sand was 22. And but that was in two totally different places. Like, I put the sand in a Ziploc and gave it to him, and he tested it in a totally different place. But still, that's still in the same city. So confusing. Yeah, so I guess, the only thing I can do is just see if I can find somebody at a university or something that can see what's in the sand. The government's not really doing anything for us. There's too many variables. I guess I just don't know, and I guess I should probably just leave. Just let my kids and go, because there's just too many things. But I don't know. Are we being exposed? I don't really care about me, but I care about my kids. I know some more really though. If you're coming out to Japan, send me